Hello guys, in the previous video, I've shown you how to send in messages using Kafka Console Producer and receiving those messages using Kafka Listener in Spring Boot. But after receiving the messages, we just only print it in the console log. But what if I want to send this message after receiving from producer to consumer like this? What should I do to what should I do to achieve that? In this video, I will show you uh, how to send these messages to consumer. Okay, let's get started. The first step, I need to configure producer like consumer because we need to use producer to send message to consumer. Okay, I will copy this and path. Then I want to change the name to producer. Enter. Okay. I will delete the two bin because we don't want to use this. Also, I want to delete all the import that we don't use in this configuration. Okay, to complete a producer to send messages to consumer, I will have to declare two bin. The first bin will have the name of cap. This still part a key value type and here. Kafka tablet need to receive producer factory and then return it Kafka tablet and pass the producer factory. Then I need to mark it at a bin. Okay, this is the first bin we need to configure for producer. The second bin will be a producer factory. I will copy this, couplet, others, delete this producer factory. Okay, and then I will return new. I will return a new default Kafka producer factory. And this default Kafka producer factory needs to receive a property, and that property will be a map string of that. I will name it as prop as map and map to this. Then I need to add some property for this default Kafka producer factory. The first property will be bootstrap server. Producer config dot bootstrap server config and copy this. The second property will be producer config dot key serializer class config, and the key will be string serializer dot class. The last one will be producer dot value serializer class config, and the value will be JSON serializer dot class. And finally, don't forget to mark it at the bin. Okay, we are configured successfully a producer. So the next one, if we want to send this message to consumer, we need to declare a service. So I will create a new packet, serve it, and I will create a new class, name producer servlet. I will mark it as a servlet. In this servlet, I will have a function, name send, and because we are after receive this message from producer, I need to send this message to consumer, so I will declare it with a message created. Okay, and to send this message created, I need to use private. I need to override final and get the bin of Kafka template. Thus, we just config it. And then I need to create a constructor and outward. Okay. After having a Kafka template, I will use this Kafka template and send. The first parameter will be the topic name, and I will name it as a message dot topic dot. I will name it as a content, and the value will be message created. Then I will get the message. Okay, and we will have an error here, and because we need to catch the exception, so I will catch the exception. Okay. After having producer service, we will use this to send the message here. So to do that, I need to override final producer service and generate a constructor, mark it as override, and command this dot send, pass it to a message. So we need to cast the exception through from this method. To do that, I need to declare try and add exception and copy this method into this. And if the exception true, I only print it in console. Okay. We are configured successfully a producer to send to send a message from Kafka listener to a consumer. Okay, let's test it. Before that we need to start a Kafka server. And to start a Kafka server, we need to go to the Kafka library and open a new command line. In this case, I will use zookeeper to start a Kafka server. So I will copy this and come back here and start a zookeeper server. So I will open a new terminal and start a Kafka server. Okay. Okay, there's something wrong with Kafka server. If you got this error, I think you need to start the Kafka zookeeper by Control C, and you should come back to C folder, go to the TMP folder, and delete all of these folder. Then we need to come back to the Kafka library. Sorry, you need to come back to the terminal and start the Zookeeper server again. Then start a Kafka server. Okay, we have a Kafka server running at the port of 1992. Then we need to open a new terminal, and we will have in a Kafka console producer to send the message. Kafka. Okay, and finally, we will have a new terminal to run Kafka-Consumer. The Kafka-Consumer will be the last one, the thing that receive the message from the Kafka-Producer. Kafka-Producer here and Kafka-Consumer here. Okay. So I need to run this project by open the terminal session and type nvm Spring Boot 1 and hit enter. We need to wait a little bit for Spring Boot starting this project. Okay, as you can see, we have Spring Boot started successfully. So to test it, you need to open to terminal and producer and a consumer, and I will use this JSON type to send this message. After send this message, the Spring Boot server will receive this message, and it will use producer service to send this message to a Kafka consumer. Okay, I will come back to the producer and hit enter. I will come back to Spring Boot project and see there is a message here, and I need to go to the consumer, and here we go. We have a message printing. Let me try it with it. Let me try with a new message. I will change the message ID to enter. And as you can see, we have a new message printing in the consumer. Let me type a new one. 3. Okay. As you can see, we are sending messages using producer successfully. And this is all for this video. See you in the next one.